Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Donald, your go-to source for the latest updates from President Trump's second term. Today, we're diving into two of the most talked about confirmations in Washington. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as Secretary of Health and Human Services, and Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence. These two appointments have sent shockwaves through the political establishment, setting the stage for a dramatically different approach to public health, intelligence, and national security. Before we get into the details, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. And remember, we go live at 1,000 subs, so stay tuned. Let's start with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. After one of the most contentious confirmation battles in recent history, RFK Jr. has officially been sworn in as the new head of the Department of Health and Human Services. The vote was razor thin, with the Senate confirming him 51-49, largely along party lines, with a few defectors from both parties. Kennedy, a longtime environmental lawyer and advocate for vaccine safety, has been a controversial figure due to his outspoken views on Big Pharma, government health policies, and public health mandates. His appointment marks a dramatic shift in how the U.S. government approaches health policy, and it's already drawing major reactions. RFK Jr. has made it clear that he intends to investigate and overhaul the entire pharmaceutical approval process, challenging what he calls the corrupt revolving door between the FDA, CDC, and major drug companies. He's also promised an independent review of vaccine policies and the reallocation of funding toward holistic and preventative healthcare approaches. The reaction? Well, it's been as explosive as you'd expect. Republican populists and libertarians are celebrating, seeing this as a major win against what they call government overreach in healthcare. But establishment Democrats and even some Republicans are alarmed, warning that Kennedy's skepticism of certain public health initiatives could undermine national vaccination efforts and disrupt key health programs. Next up, Tulsi Gabbard. The former Democrat turned independent, known for her strong anti-war stance and fierce criticism of U.S. foreign policy, has been confirmed as the Director of National Intelligence. This appointment, arguably even more shocking than RFK Jr.'s, has intelligence officials scrambling to adjust to what many expect to be a dramatic shift in U.S. intelligence priorities. Tulsi Gabbard has long been a critic of U.S. interventionism and intelligence overreach. She's openly called for de-escalation with Russia and China, denounced the military-industrial complex, and pushed for greater transparency in intelligence operations. With her at the helm, we could see a major shakeup in how the U.S. conducts its intelligence-gathering efforts, possibly prioritizing diplomacy over covert operations in certain regions. Gabbard's confirmation was no easy feat. The Senate Intelligence Committee hearings turned into a battleground, with GOP defense hawks grilling her over past statements critical of U.S. intelligence agencies. Democrats, on the other hand, found themselves split, some viewing her as a pragmatic, independent thinker, while others painted her as a dangerous disruptor who might weaken America's intelligence capabilities. In the end, she secured confirmation with a 54-46 vote, with support from a handful of progressive Democrats and libertarian-leaning Republicans. The final vote came after a heated exchange between Gabbard and Senator Lindsey Graham, who accused her of being soft on authoritarian regimes. Gabbard fired back, saying, "It's not about being soft on enemies. It's about making sure the American people are not manipulated into endless wars." The exchange went viral, with many calling it the defining moment of her confirmation process. So what does all of this mean for the Trump White House? With RFK Jr. overseeing public health and Tulsi Gabbard leading intelligence, President Trump is clearly assembling a cabinet that challenges traditional Washington power structures. These two figures are not just outsiders, they're disruptors. This could signal major changes in how health policy is shaped and how intelligence operations are conducted moving forward. Critics argue that these picks could create instability, particularly in public health and national security. Supporters, on the other hand, see them as bold choices that will finally hold institutions accountable and put power back in the hands of the American people. Love them or hate them, one thing's for sure, this administration is rewriting the rulebook. Now we want to hear from you. Will RFK Jr. bring real reform to the healthcare system, or will his policies create more division? Will Tulsi Gabbard's leadership in the intelligence community change the way America handles global threats, or is she too much of a disruptor for the role? And how will these two disruptors fit into Trump's broader agenda? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We go live at 1,000 subs, bringing you breaking news and deep dives into the biggest stories of the day. Thanks for watching The Daily Donald, where we keep it real, keep it bold, and keep you informed. See you next time.